Or why you would shoot with somebody downrange, anyways. Ever.
Well, that's what he said. He goes, "Oh, it sounds really stupid now, doesn't it?" And I was like,
yeah, it does.
"What a fiasco, huh?"
Like, what? Shooting with somebody literally downrange, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
Were you yelling something? Hard time what? Just take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths.
It's like the Baldwin movie scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
100%.
Oh,
Russ.
famous nigga, the actor.
Russ.
Got
Yeah, it was
sued
Russ,
for
yeah.
that shit.
Even though I think this is
Shot somebody on
more
scene.
up than Russ. Because at least the actor could have said, like, I didn't expect it to be live rounds. Where it's like, oh yeah, I put live rounds in there and it ripped it. I was like, go run.
Help me, Lord. I need you. I don't know what else to do. I can't believe this.
It's all going.
It's a cool piece of property, dude.
Yeah. Sounds like they have a lot of fun as a family here, raising and training canines.
But as the investigators learn when they speak to current and former employees of Kraftwerk, not everything is as it appears.
The work environment was extremely chaotic. Some days were really great, some days were really bad. It would just really kind of depend on the mood of Wayne and what he wanted that day, the weather, those kind of things. When you actually got in there and saw what happened behind the scenes, it wasn't pretty.
The former employees have many dark stories about how Wayne allegedly dealt with the German Shepherds.
All of it, he said, was in the name of training, and shared that there's a lot of training techniques and things that are done to get the dogs at the highest level that are a little bit less than socially acceptable. So I witnessed on multiple occasions he would kick dogs in the ribs. He would kick male dogs in the private parts from behind to catch them off guard if they were being ornery during protection. I watched him drag a dog across the field one time because it wasn't healing properly on his side. So he just kept yanking it by the neck until it, stayed with him. But it was obviously terrified and trying to get away from him.
No!
Another instance I saw, he lifted a dog up by the leash and the
that
collar, and
shut
it
the
was
fuck up
choking.
back there.
It peed all over itself, just terrified in a room. It was just me and him in a room. He didn't want anyone else to see that, but the dog wasn't sitting close enough to him.
Gosh, that sucks.
You get enough air back there a little bit? Okay.
He just gets to sit in the back of a cold cop car. Turn that off. No AC for that old man. Let him sit in there and die.
A lot of the times the dogs were just left in the kennels on end without getting exercise for days at a time. He would ask that we not feed them in the mornings so that they would be hungry for videos.
For one instance, he was working with a dog that was pregnant. She wasn't listening and being relatively, stubborn, didn't want to listen to him, and he did end up kicking her in the stomach.
Do you know what resulted of that dog's pregnancy?
I'm not sure because I actually ended up quitting that week because of that.
And the stories arguably get worse from there, particularly when it comes to one horrifying practice mentioned by several former employees.
If there was puppies that were not up to his standards, there was one dog that didn't have a fully developed ear. He had us put the live puppies in the freezer until they died.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many would you say were put in like that?
Well, I worked there probably at least 10. Or at one time, I heard over the walkie-talkie that Wayne just he didn't want to waste the vaccination on a dog that probably wouldn't make it through the night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cheap. I mean, I grew up on a farm. It's not that much money for vaccination. So he'd rather just kill him.
Anytime he'd do that, I'd see him in the office in my files where I would keep puppy vaccines and all these medical records, and he would dig out the dog that he killed and get rid of the records.
Those who used to be employed at Kraftwerk say that Wayne's questionable practices and his temper extended beyond the dogs.
The owner, Wayne, was very emotionally turbulent.
No.
He would get in employees' faces and scream and yell and just make them feel extremely scared and uncomfortable.
I have to care about the other people.
Yeah, we're with.
That shit suck, bro.
Yeah, he told me that.
Motherfucker just
He
trying
would
to work a
snap.
job
Like it was like
and
almost,
lost their life.
I don't want
because
to
of a
call it
stupid ass
bipolar because
boss,
that's a
bro.
medical thing, but he almost had like a bipolar split personality disorder. He was like this really nice guy sometimes, and then he was this really awful guy other times.
He cornered me in my office, which I could not get out of, and he was shaking his fist in my face, cussing at me, and he was upset that I hadn't paid one of his personal bills. Mind you, I'm 5 feet tall, and a gun, a pistol, fell out of his jacket pocket and hit the floor.
They were teeny. They're teeny.
White folks always tell them that. They ain't telling till it was too late this time. It pissed me off.
He would like get in my face and
All
scream at
this
me.
shit
He would
y'all,
shake
this is
me.
9 different
There was another
employees,
time
former
when
at
I
that.
saw
So
him
meaning that
physically
they
attack
they
the other
said, fuck
manager
it,
on
as
the
soon as they saw
property.
this shit.
I saw him, and it was
nobody
recorded.
reported
Of
this
course,
shit?
I don't think it's around any longer, but he beat one of the employees with a dog whip.
I'm
See what I'm
sorry.
saying?
What?
He was doing a video, and he was trying to get one of the employees to handle a dog. He wasn't doing it correctly, or not the way that Wayne wanted it done.
Ain't nobody
And
whooped his
he
ass.
hit the man
Tell no
with
black
a
people work
dog
there.
whip consecutive times.
Boy, he would have
Of
been
course,
had
they
his ass
were
whooped.
told to erase that video.
Oh,
Others
that
tell
man
the
too.
authorities that Wayne turned a blind eye to serious problems in the workplace.
There's me and 2 other former employees, females, that were involved in a sexual harassment lawsuit against Mr.
So all
Curry.
this shit
Okay.
happened.
And we won the judgment against him.
There was an employee named John who had been approaching some of the females inappropriately.
I reported sexual harassment of 3 other females that I worked with, and he fired us.
Okay.
And kept the male who was sexually harassing us still working.
The plaintiffs in the case were, according to court documents, granted a judgment of more than $200,000 and have filed an additional lawsuit claiming that Kraftwerk changed names and transferred all assets in an attempt to avoid the debt. In the meantime,
Hey,
officials
I'm
are
not gonna
interested
lie.
in Wayne's relationship with firearms,
If a nigga
starting
ain't
with the rifle used in
has-
today's video.
If I was a
That's
woman,
a great
nigga,
little gun.
ain't
I know. Have to have
did nothing
5.7
besides overly
Yeah.
flirt at work or maybe grab my ass once.
The same
I
thing
wouldn't be
as
mad
my
at
FM57
$200,000
pistol.
behind that.
Yeah, it
I'm just saying.
penetrates Kevlar.
It's outrageous. Like,
Commercial
niggas
and law
shouldn't be doing
enforcement
that
only.
shit
There
like
it
that
is.
at work,
$2,000.
but I know before run off for 200K because a nigga said some wild shit to grab my ass at work in my titty.
I know that he had taken the bullets out and there was not
I won that for a shit show.
no clip in there at all. But this time I believe the clip was still in there when he was, because I thought to myself, he's kind of pointing that thing around.
I've seen a gun jam on him. I've seen him have trouble with loading and unloading a clip. Just doesn't make any sense. You should have more knowledge than I have on guns.
So he was walking with the dog between his legs and just kind of, and if you were me with the camera, he's going fast like that.
So pointing at people.
Absolutely, yeah.
We call it being flagged with a gun. Do you know what I'm talking about with that, where the barrel points at you
Yeah.
momentarily? Has that happened at all?
Yeah.
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 How many times would you say?
Handful.
Handful of times.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can go from 5 to 10 times, within the multiple days of it happening.
Mm-hmm.
The current employees all agree that this was only the 3rd time they'd filmed a video using dogs and guns. However, they say this was the first time Wayne positioned someone near the target while live ammunition was being used.
I didn't think there were gonna be
Like,
live rounds.
what did he
during
have
fight
against
work.
dude? Like, what?
We did one the
him
other
choose
day
him to
with a
just-
gun. I was out there,
Maybe he knew that he
and
would do it.
the
Maybe
guns
he knew
were
that he
not
was
loaded.
gonna go
Nothing
there
was in the
to
guns.
go around
And
with the stick.
once we did that little shooting, then we
no,
reset.
bro.
Everybody moved, and we did one shot of him shooting the target.
So previously, he's taken the precautions to have
Yes.
you guys away from the live rounds.
Yes.
Any issues mentioned with the firearm at all today?
No, I would say Wayne's the issue. He doesn't know how to handle a gun.
Okay.
Clearly. He just should have been more prepared and not had that gun loaded. He made a very, very bad decision, and I'll pay for it.
I thought they would never use live rounds. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, if it was me, I would have used like a CO2 pistol.
When Wayne sees and thinks something or thinks that something is a good idea, for example, this tragic thing that happened to an incredible human being, you've got to be dumb. You literally have to be out of your mind to think that that was a good idea. Curtis would have said the same thing. He and any person in their right mind knows that you never let a gun get pointed at you. If Curtis had a choice, he would not have been standing in the line of that gun. I know for a fact he did not have a choice in that moment, and something tragic happened. If he would have said, no, I'm not going to do that, Wayne would have flipped.
I get the general consensus that people are genuinely afraid of him.
He's crazy. I mean, I not to be exaggerating, but I've never met anybody like him.
Deputies transport Wayne to the courthouse, where he has only one thing to say to detectives.
I want to get an attorney.
Wayne Curry was arrested for first-degree manslaughter, but was bonded out at $250,000 2 days later. A judge ordered Wayne to stay away from Connor, Craig, and Kalen, and to surrender all firearms to the Thurston County Sheriff. Kalen says that Wayne immediately violated the order and terminated his employment in retaliation. Wayne was arrested again for the violation and released on his own recognizance a few days later. Kalen sent a letter to prosecutors seeking $100,000 from Wayne in restitution.
This is not supposed to be. I'm the most strict. That's one thing those guys will say.
Nearly a year after the shooting, Wayne Curry awaits an August 2026 trial a free man, continuing to sell adult dogs and puppies and posting new Kraftwerk videos regularly, at least some of which seem to take place in the same.
That shit wow. Rest in peace to my boy Curtis, man. And rest in peace to my boy Maul. Rest in peace to my dog Maul, bro. Look, I should really feel like I'm subscribed, bro. Learn to practice safety. If you got a boss that's an asshole, quit the fucking job. It ain't worth it. You see people with guns and they just look like they unstable to be around them, but guns is guns, bro. The bitches. Yeah. Do like Chanel, leave the family, subscribe. Boy out, man.